Hello student, this is Dr. Sachin Bharadwaj from Muradabad Institute of Technology, Muradabad. Today we are going to discuss marketing lectures, that is the Sales and Retail Management KMB MK01. It is the marketing specialization lecture. The topic of today's lecture is role of selling in marketing and personal selling. Now the learning objective of today's lecture is that definition of selling, characteristics and development role of modern selling, success factors in selling, features, objective and importance of the personal selling. Now we need to understand what is the selling is. Selling means selling something to the customer. Now before going to the market, you need to understand that how you are going to sell things to the customer. It may be a pen, it may be a pencil, it may be a machine, or it may be a aeroplane. So before going to the market, what you have to do, that you have to analyze the market, you need to do the survey of the market, you have to identify the market potential, then you need to create demand in the mind of the customer. If you are able to do so, then only you will be successful in a market. If you are talking the three pillars of the selling and the marketing, these are the three important pillars of the selling in the market. First one is the sale, second one is the marketing, and third one is the innovation. Selling means that you have to be involved in the personal selling. Now in the personal selling, what you will do, there would be a face to face interaction, there would be a personal communication. Now in this face to face interaction and in this personal selling communication, what you are doing, you are trying to motivate customer to buy the things. Now this is a Herculean task in the market, because customer is not ready to buy your product. Now it is a challenge for you, how you will make so comfortable to the customer that they will agree by your statement and they will buy your product. So what you have to do, that you will have to allure the customer. Now here the marketing play important role. How marketing play the important role? There are the various things which is involved in the marketing, because marketing is a broader concept. Here advertising, sales promotion, publicity, public relation and personal sellings are playing important role. For advertising, what you do, that you advertise your product. You use wall painting, you use news signboard, you use lollipop, you use Unipol, or you use different kind of media to motivate customer. So what you have to do, that before going to the market, you have already there in the market, you have already motivated the customer, so that they will have positioning in the mind of the customer, or they can easily buy your product. So that is how the marketing play important role in the market. Now personal selling is the most important aspect of the marketing, where you are directly involving with the customer and you are motivating the customer to buy your product. Now how personal selling is very important for marketing, because when you are involving in the personal selling, at that time you are just analyzing the customer psychology, you are analyzing the body language of the customer, you can identify whether customer is interested or not to buy your product. So what you have to do, that you have to satisfy customer then and there, and if you are able to satisfy customer then and there, then customer will definitely buy your product, otherwise customer will not buy your product. Now here what you have to do, that you have to convert these customers into the profitable customer by using your selling skills, by using your personal selling skills. Now third one is the innovation. If you are not able to differentiate your product from other products, then how customer will motivate to buy your product? There should be something special in your product. Look at the Kinetic Honda. When they introduced Kinetic Honda in the market, at that time they started to launch auto start scooter in the market. Now how they are motivating customer? Their main target was the female, or especially the working females, because they are wearing the saris, and in sari it is very difficult to kick the scooter. So how they motivated the females in the market? By promoting auto start scooter, or by launching auto start scooter in the market. Now the others automobile industries were followed, and they also started to launch such kind of automobile in the market, that is the Hero Honda, CBG, then Pulsar and so on. Now every scooter is having every bike is having the auto start facility. So that is how the innovation is playing important role. One more example, that mobile phone. Now earlier there were the keypad mobile phones available in the market, but nowadays the smartphones are available in the market. Now if you are using the mobile phone, it means that it is your small laptop. You can carry your data, you can handle your data, you can give your presentation, you can prepare your document, you can do each and everything in your mobile phone. Even mobile phone can also help you take a decision while doing the analysis of the entire data which are available in the mobile phone. So that is how this innovation is playing important role, and company is always trying to launch new product in the market. Now characteristics of the modern selling. So if you are talking about the characteristics of the modern selling, that is the customer retention and deletion. Now what you have to do, once you have sold a product to the customer, at that time you need to retain customer. Otherwise what would happen, that customer will move to the another company and they can buy product of the another company. So what you have to do, that you have to identify whether this customer can be converted into the profitable customer or not. If it is not converted into the profitable customer, and if it is not use of your company's product, then you can delete the customer. You can delete database of the customer from your database, so that you can move to the another customer, and you can also find out new customer in the market. So this is how you have to do, that you have to retain your customer in the market. Now second one is the adding value and satisfying needs. Now what you have to do, that you have to give something special with your product, you have to give something special to your customer, so that customer can buy your product. Otherwise what would happen, that customer will not buy your product. Just like you can talk about the HP printer. In that HP printer, the HP is giving the 1-year warranty, and they are also giving the cartridges along with their printer, and they are giving also some other facilities, so that they can easily motivate the customer. So you need to give certain values to your customer, so that customer will buy your product. Otherwise what would happen, customer will never buy your product, and customer move to the another category, customer move to the another company's product. Then problem solving and system selling. So you need to understand that what kind of problems the customers are facing. Look at the Tata Sky and look at the advertisement of the Aamir Khan in the Tata Sky, where the Tata Sky is saying that we are here to help you out. If you have any kind of problem, then we can reach to your doorstep, and we can identify your problem, and we will rectify your problem, and we will provide you appropriate solutions, so that you will not face any kind of difficulty while availing our services. So that is how you have to do, that you have to identify that how you can satisfy the customer in the market, because it is a tough market. Earlier it was a blue ocean, but nowadays it has been converted into the red ocean. There is a cutthroat competition, and each one is having sword in their hand, and when they will get the time, they will cut your head. So what you have to do, that you have to identify that what are the problem the customer is having, and you can easily rectify their problem, and you can find out the solutions. You can give solutions to the customer, so that they can be satisfied. Then database and knowledge management system. Now what you have to do, that you should have the proper database of the customer, or you can get certain knowledge from that database, so that you can provide better opportunities in the market. Otherwise what would happen, that you would be in an empty hand, and there would be no customer in your pocket. So handling database is also very important task in the market. If you are not handling customer properly, then it would be a very Herculean task that how you would retain customer in the market. So handling database, and for handling the database you can use the information technology, you can use the Excel, you can also use other software, you can use other available facilities or software in the market, by which you can easily handle the customer. Now there are the Google Forms available in the market, by which you can easily collect data from the customer, you can identify their needs and wants, and you can easily find out that who is the potential customer in the market, and who may buy your product in the market. Then customer relationship management. Now this is the essence of the market, CRM, customer relationship management. Now in the customer relationship management, what you are doing, that you are trying to maintain a relationship with the customer. Look at the small shop in any small town where you want to buy the bread. You go to the shop, you go to the small neighborhood shop, and where bread is not available, but what you say that okay uncle, tomorrow I will come and I will buy bread from your shop. That is the relationship management. That small shopkeeper is able to maintain relationship with the customer. In the same way the company has to make a relationship with the customer, so that they can easily find out new customer, or they can easily retain customer, so that they can easily sell out product to the customer. So CRM is also a very important part. If you will see the marketing, or you will go to the history of the marketing, you would find out it started from the sales era, then it reached to the marketing era, then it reached to the customer relationship management. Now, in the customer relationship management, here you need to understand how you will be able to maintain relationship with the customer. If you are not maintaining the relationship customer, then you may lose customer in the market. Now, the last one is the marketing the product. Now, as I earlier I told you that if you want to sell if you want to sell product in the market, then what you have to do, that you have to use advertisement, sales promotion, publicity, public relation and personal selling to sell out your product in the market. Now, marketing is a blend of all such things. It is the amalgamations of these 5 elements in the market, where the personal selling and advertisement is playing important role, but do not forget that customer relationship management is also playing important role in a marketing activities, where you can easily maintain the relationship with the customer, so that you can sell product to the customer. Now, the top 10 success factors in selling. First one is the listening skills. If you are not listening customer properly, then customer will not pay attention to you. What you have to do, that you have to listen customer properly in the market. In a personal selling, what you are doing, that when you are going to the customer doorstep, at the time you will detail product to the customer. But customer is having certain problems, customer is having certain queries in your product, and if you are not able to handling such queries in the market, or during the face to face communication, during the personal interaction with the customer, at that time what would happen, that customer will leave, customer will not pay attention to you, and at that time you may lose a one customer, and if you are losing a one customer in the market, it means that you are losing 1,000 customer in the market, because this customer can be converted as a profitable customer, and the one profitable customer is in a marketing is value a lot. So, losing a one profitable customer because of not listening him properly, you may lose a customer in the market. So, that is how you need to understand that listening skill is very important in marketing, where you should listen customer properly, otherwise what would happen, that customer will not buy your product. Now, second one is the follow up skill. Now, this is very important, follow up skills. You are going to a customer. It is possible that first time you are meeting a customer, customer can buy your product in first meeting, but it is also possible that customer will not buy your product in first meeting. Now, what you have to understand, that you have to follow up the customer. Now, what is the trend in today's market scenario, that company first generating the leads in the market. There are the various call center, and companies are also taking the third party agencies help for generating the lead in the market. So, that what they are doing, that they are calling to the customer. Suppose if I want to sell Demat account in the market, then what I will do, first of all I will identify the qualified prospects in the market, then I will give this assignment to a one guy who will call to each and every customer and will ask, sir, are you interested to open Demat account in my company? If customer say yes, then the salesperson will go to the customer's doorstep, and they will motivate customer to open their account in company's bank. So, what would happen, that you have to rigorously follow up, you have to rigorously follow the customer, you have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 call, or in the 5, 6 calls you can finalize the customer. So, generate the lead in the market, then talking to the customer by involving in the personal selling, and after that what you are doing, that you are converting lead into the actual sales in the market. Then availability to adapt style from situation to situation. Now, it is obvious one customer is satisfied your one statement, but another customer will not satisfy from the same statement. Now, what you have to do, that you have tenacity in your personal selling. You can easily grip the personal selling process or personal selling activity, where you can give 2-3 statement, you can just read kinesics of the customers, you can easily analyze the customer's body language, you can easily analyze the psychology of the customer, you can easily analyze what's going on in the mind of the customer, then only you will be able to sell product to the customer. So, it is your ability, it is your capability, that how you would react to the different customer, because all fingers are not same in the hand. In the same way, all customers are not same. So, different customer can be motivated by different activities. Sometime if you are praising the customer, they will be motivated. Sometime if you are giving the facts and figures, then they will be motivated. Sometime what happen, that you are saying limited words, then customer is motivated. Sometime what happen, that customer is very disciplined and customer want you on time, and if you are reaching on time and you are giving only, you are speaking only 2-3 lines, then customer will be motivated and customer will buy your product. So, ability to adopt the situation is very important. Then tenacity. Tenacity means you have to firm grip of personal selling. Like if you are boosting, if you are beating around the bush and you are just giving unnecessary facts and figure to the customer, customer will never be motivated. What you have to do, there should be a one structured statement, there should be a one structured system by which you can easily motivate the customer. So, you have to be very careful when you are talking to the customer. Otherwise, what would happen, that customer will move to the another company's product and you may lose one profitable customer. Then organizational skill. Organizational skill means that what you have in your organization, what you have in your personal selling, how you can easily motivate the customer, how you can very well organize yourself so that you can easily sell out product to the customer. Now, sixth one is the verbal communication. Now, verbal communication means that you are talking with the customer. It is actually a face to face communication, where you are talking to a customer, you are exchanging the words, it is a two-way exchange of the words. Customer is also saying something, you are also saying something, you are detailing things to the customer, you are giving special features to the customer, and you are also telling to the customer that how this product would very helpful to you. Suppose if you are in the company of CCTV camera, then you will reaching to the customer, it would be a high profile customer, then you will tell to the customer, sir, you can zoom out the camera, you can identify the person, you can also identify the history of the person by our database, and this way, by this kind of verbal spat, you can easily find out that this customer can be converted as a profitable customer. Then proficiency in interacting with people. So, what you are doing, that you are just trying to motivate customer while interacting them, and if you are capable, if you are very meticulous, or if you are very structured during your personal communication, then you can easily motivate customer to buy your product. So, before going to the customer, what you have to do, that you have to make one script, that what you will say, what, when, where, why, how, who. These are the 6 W's and 1 H, and you have to give answer of these 5 W's and 1 H, so that you can easily motivate the customer to buy your product. Demonstrate ability to overcome objections. Now, what you have to do, that you are giving demonstration of your product. Suddenly what happen, that customer have a query in their mind, sir, I am not agree with you, and I think this product is not good for me. So, what you have to do at that time, that you have to show your tenacity, that no sir, it would be a very helpful to you, and you should buy this product. Why you should buy this product? Because these are the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, so that you can easily buy this product and this would be very helpful to you. Suppose if I am going to sell a software to a research scholar where I am talking about the SPSS and I am talking about the new features which is launched by the SPSS. So, what you will say, sir, in your research this SPSS software will very helpful, and this may be very easy for your research purpose. So, this is how you can motivate the customer, and this would be your ability to demonstrate to objection handling. Now, the closing skills, you have given each and everything, you have demonstrated your product, you have given all such things. So, what you have to do, that you have to close your final call to the customer. Then the personal planning and the time management. This is the very important task, that the time management. Now, what you have to do, that you have to be on time, and you have to have one script in your hand, so that you can give proper time to the customer. You can evaluate your words, what you are saying to the customer. There is a one Hindi proverb, शब्द सोचकर बोलिए, शब्द के हाथ ना पाओ, एक शब्द औषधि करे, एक शब्द घाव. So, what you have to do, that you have to very time management, you have to manage your time, so that you can easily motivate customer to buy your product. Now, the personal selling. If you are going to the definition of the personal selling is also known as face to face selling, in which one person who is the salesman tries to convince the customer in buying a product. It is a promotional method by which the salesperson uses his or her skills and ability in an attempt to make a sale. So, what you are doing, that you are personally involving with the customer, you are interacting with the customer, and you are motivating the customer to buy your product. Now, what you have to do, that you have to motivate your customer, you have to involve in the verbal communication with the customer, so that you can easily motivate customer and you can sell your product to the customer. Now, the features of the personal selling. It is a face to face communication between the buyer and seller. There is a face to face communication, buyer and sellers are sitting on the table, the buyer is saying something to the customer, and customer is understanding what buyer is saying. Now, this way you can easily motivate, this way you can easily allure, this way you can easily induce or persuade the customer, so that you can sell out your product to the customer. It is a two-way of communication. I said something, you agreed, you said something, I agreed, I said something, you disagree, you said something and I disagree. It is a two-way communication, where both are sailing in a boat, they are talking to each other, but their main objective is to reach the destination, their main objective is to cross the river. So, you have to be very meticulous when you are talking to a customer. You should also listen, you should also understand what he is saying, what he is trying to convey. Then it is an oral communication. You cannot do dumb siraj in front of the customer. You cannot do all kind of isharas and kind of in front of the customer, so that you can motivate the customer. You will have to speak something. You will have to greet the customer. Then it persuades the customer instead of pressurizing him. Never pressurize the customer, never compel the customer. What you have to do, that you have to motivate the customer to buy your product. Then it provides immediate feedback. If I am talking to a customer and customer is not agree to buy my product, then what I am getting, that the customer is not agree what I am saying. So, I will do some other activity, I will try to motivate the customer. You need to understand psychology of the customer, you need to understand body language of the customer. It develops a deep personal relationship apart from the selling relationship with the buyer and the customer. So, you have to maintain the relationship with the customer, you need to understand to develop relationship with the customer, so that you can easily sell your product to the customer. The customer is almighty, do not forget this thing. Now, if you will angry almighty, then you may suffer any kind of situation. So, what you have to do, that you have to praise your almighty, you have to praise your customer like anything, so that customer can buy your product. Now, the objective of the personal selling, attracting the prospective customer. So, what you have to do, that you have to attract the prospective customers in the market, you have to identify that who is the customer that who can buy our product. So, you have to find out leads, you have to find out the prospects, you have to find out the qualifying customer in the market, educating the prospective customers. So what you have to do, that you have to educate the prospective customer in the market. How you can educate the prospective customer? By the way of personal selling. You will involve in customer, you will talk to them, you will just try that how this customer will be motivated, and if you know this thing, that how this customer will be motivated, then you can easily sell out product to the customer. Creating desire to buy. Now this is the very important point, creating desire to buy. So you have to aspire the customer. If there is a desire in the mind of the customer and customer want to buy the product, then customer can easily buy your product. Then concluding the sale. So what you have to do, that you have to concluding the sale after giving all such thing to the customer. Getting repeat orders. So what you have to do, that once you are giving response to the customer and customer is buying your product, then you can easily sell your product to the customer. Now the functions of personal selling. Demonstrating the product. So what you have to do, that you have to demonstrate the product to the customer. Then how you can demonstrate the product to the customer? While showing product to the customer. Then explaining quality and the price. What you have to do, that you have to explain the quality of the product, you have to explain the various segment price of the product to the customer, so that you can easily motivate to the customer. Educate and guide customer. There are certain things in the mind of the customer and customer is not able to take the proper decision. Now at that time what you have to do, that you have to educate the customer, you have to guide the customer, sir, this would be the best suitable things for you. If you go to the garment store where you are perplexed which shirt you have to buy, what you will do, that you will ask to the salespersons which is the best shirt suit on me. So what salesperson say, sir, this is the best shirt which is looking good on you. So that way you have to guide and you have to persuade the customer. Feedback to manufacturer by customer. So what you are doing, that you are getting feedback from the manufacturer, you are getting feedback from the customer, and this way you can easily sell out product to the customer. Suppose if you are not giving feedback to the customer, so this will create a problem for you. So what you have to do, that you have to find out things to the customer. Now what you need to understand, that if the proper feedback is not given to you, then you cannot give this feedback to the top management. So what you have to do, that you have to take the proper feedback from the customer. If the customer is not getting the proper feedback, then this can create a problem for you. So you need to understand that this would be a problem for you. So you need to get proper feedback from the customer. Otherwise what would happen, that there would be a situation where the company is not getting anything and you will not also get anything from the customer. So what you have to do, that you have to identify what actually the customer desire is. Now there is a direct face to face, now handling customers objective. So what you have to do, that you have to handle the customers objective properly. If you are not able to handle customer objection properly, then customer will not buy your product. So you have to understand how customer will buy your product and how customer can easily buy your product in the market. Then there is direct face to face interaction between the seller and the buyer. So what you have to do, that you have to involve in a direct selling process. There would be a face to face interaction, and there would be a personal selling process by which you are involving in the verbal communication. You are trying to motivate the customer so that you can easily sell out product to the customer. So this is how you are motivating the customer. This is how you will motivate the customer and customer will buy your product. So in this way you can sum up your personal selling process, and you can sum up how you can sell product to the customer. So you need to understand, if there is a demand, if there is a need in the market, then only you will be able to sell your product to the customer. Otherwise you will not be able to sell your product to the customer. But you also need to understand, if you are an efficient salesperson, then you can easily sell out your product to the customer. If you are not efficient, then you will never be able to sell out your product to the customer. That's all for today's. Thank you very much.